As for local news that matters, we're your local news leader. News Radio WGNS. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Their Sharing Change charitable foundation has funded over $11 million for local nonprofits assisting worthy causes here in our community. Find out more about how you can round up your electric bills to the nearest dollar each month and help those nonprofits at sharingchange.org. Time to talk about the Better Business Bureau today. And if I were a betting man, we're going to talk about a scam or two here. James Price of the Better Business Bureau joins us. Would I have won that bet today?
Well, you may have right off the bat, but the second thing I got to warn you right here, Brian, is be careful where you make your bets. Make sure you don't do them online, Yeah. People out there to take your money.
That's why I said if. Yeah. But, I had just gone through a little something myself here the last few days. Somehow got a call yesterday and said, did you spend $201 at Raising Cane's? And then did you have a $400 order from Vans for shoes? And I said, no. It's my credit card company. And they said, well, we're going to have to issue you a new card. So somehow, somewhere along the line, don't know how or why, but someone got my card information. So, yeah.
They can scan your pocket.
I know.
There's all different kinds of ways they can get your.
Isn't that scary, though? I mean, it happened to us one time several years ago when we went to the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, and I didn't really think about this at all, but it apparently happened at one of the restaurants when you give your card and the person takes your card back to, get the money for your meal. And at one of those places, that's apparently one of the scams that happens up there, and the way that money is made. They take because they have your actual credit card.
Well, they say, you should always keep your eye on your card. And I can tell you this, I managed multi-unit retail for years. And in one instance, and this was out in L.A., but these scammers had gotten a hold of some of the employees.
Wow.
And they gave them a little black box device, and they said every time you take a credit card, if you just put it in the machine, it'll capture that credit card information, and we'll pay you X amount of dollars for every single one that you get. And so we actually caught the employees doing this, and that's another whole story for later. But I mean, the bottom line here is that when they say don't let the credit card leave your site, there's reasons for that.
Yeah.
And that's one of them.
It certainly made me rethink, giving my card to someone. So,
right.
But who knows how this happened? I thought I had one of those, RFD wallets or whatnot, but I guess you never know there either.
Yeah, but if you take it out and then you hand it to somebody who just skims your card anyway, so.
Or, I mean, I've heard about them being on gas pumps, and when you and on card readers, different places. So,
we didn't come to talk about this, but I'll just kind of tell you that anytime you put your card into something, before you do it, you should pull on it a little bit, gas pump and that kind of stuff. Because if it's a fake device over top of it, it could come off.
Oh, okay. So pull on the actual card reader device.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pull on that, and if it pops off, then you're dealing with a skimmer device.
Very good tip.
Yeah. So just kind of watch that. I mean, you got to always be on your toes.
You do.
And speaking about being on your toes, we were going to talk about spotting misleading ads for subscription for weight loss products, because I know it's the first year and nobody is actually going on a diet, right?
No. I have been inundated with weight loss product ads, and I'm not sure. We were talking about it on the morning show one time about there's this ad with Kelly Clarkson that keeps popping up, and we were talking about it on the morning show, and I think because of that, then my phone figured, you must be interested. And so now it's popping up ads for me on that.
Right. The same way, everything you talk about in here, if you have your phone
I know,
beside
it's
you,
right here.
it's listening to you. So, there are ways to go into your phone and turn off your microphone for all those different apps.
I need to do that.
Facebook and Instagram and all that. So you just go in there and you go into your settings and you can turn the mic off so that Facebook can't hear you and Instagram can't hear you. But they're listening. If you've got it turned on.
The big man's listening, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But I just know there's people out there, they're trying to lose weight and this kind of stuff, and it's a New Year's resolution for a lot of people. People want to get in shape. And by the way, on top of this, you can go to bbb.org and you can find out, the best way to buy gym equipment for your home. We have some tips on that. But basically, how the scam works is, it could be just by, that companies collect cookies on the things that you're searching for. And so what it does is it kind of gives you that we're spreading all the information again. And before you know it, you have pictures of people who have, claimed to have used products and 5-star reviews and recent reports about all the weight loss. And then on top of that, there's companies out there who use unscrupulous results for getting sales and engaging consumers. There's another story on bbb.org. It specifically says don't use this one company out of El Paso because they're definitely a scam company.
Really?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. We'll point them out. When we find one that's doing that, we'll point it out directly. So a lot of people are reporting these scams to BBB. A lot of them are try a bottle for free, but then you got to put your credit card in there, and being able to cancel it is next to impossible. And we've talked before about how if you before you do something, try to cancel it, or try to get a hold of the customer service department, because if you can't get a hold of them before you buy it, you're not going to get a hold of them after you buy it. So just some tips on how to avoid weight loss scams. Be wary of advertisements and customer endorsements promising miracle results or immediate weight loss. And as we discussed right here, they're all over Facebook.
Sure.
They're all over any kind of social media. And the more you click on it, and the more you look at it, the more it feeds you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's the guy talking about shredding, or whatever.
Right.
And he eats pizza and donuts, and that guy pops up on Facebook all the time.
Right. So, be careful that don't be quick to trust endorsements. We've seen a lot of things lately where people are saying, hey, look at Shark Tank. All these sharks got in on this when absolutely it was bogus.
Yeah.
So don't ever get something because some celebrity says that you ought to get it. I don't care if it's a tennis shoe or a weight loss pill or whatever. You make the decision on, what it is that you want to do. Those celebrities are just paid endorsers, and a lot of them, they may not even use the product. Of course, they had that, way back in the day when Joe Namath started advertising pantyhose. I don't remember that.
Yeah. I've seen some ads for that. Yeah.
And they ended up passing a law saying, they can't endorse something they don't actually use, so he had to quit. But
Joe.
Yeah, but anyway, when we talk about celebrity endorsements, the bottom line here is that they'll, you pay a celebrity some money, they'll endorse almost anything, to a degree.
Sure.
Some of them will turn down money because of their ethics and that kind of stuff, but not all of them.
Well, and especially for like gold or insurance products and stuff, you see a lot of older actors who maybe aren't actively acting now, but they become a spokesperson for that company. You see that a lot now.
Yep. And the more the celebrity becomes popular, the more the companies come out there to endorse them because they figure more people like them. I'm not going to use any examples, but everybody knows exactly what we're talking about, Avoid any products that claim to help lose weight without diet or exercise. I just remember going to a place one time and say, hey, I'm looking for a magic weight loss pill. And the guy who was at the nutrition place says, okay, well, what exercise program are you going to use? And Well, no.
I just want the pill to do it all.
I just want the pill. I don't want to do the exercise. So if you're looking at some of these products and they're just going to get rid of the weight for you, and there's no diet or exercise program behind it, you got to be careful about that stuff. Not only may the product not work, but then again, it could actually be dangerous for you.
Yeah, well, that's like that guy that says, I've got a 6-pack, but I eat donuts and pizza.
Mm-hmm. And if you remember Fen years back,
do.
that was just something that just sped up your heart rate and just metabolized everything. So, just be careful of that stuff. Check the product's ingredients with the FDA. Suspicious of taking pills, powders, or herbs. Some products may be recalled for containing ingredients with potentially dangerous side effects. So, just be wary of trial offers. We talked about when participating on online forums, about what you're clicking. Be realistic about your fitness goals. Have a plan in place. Get a routine where you do that stuff every day. Research the company before you start using them. Go to bbb.org and then report deceptive ads to BBB overall. So anyway, so that kind of wraps it up. I know we're running short on time here today, so we need to get right back into some of the big things that is happening at BBB right now. And something that's coming up in April is called our Big Blue Bash, where we're going to be presenting our Torch and Spark Award winners this year. But right now is when you apply for their Spark and Torch Awards. So you want to think about the Spark Award as the first award, because it kind of sparks the flame. And then, of course, the Torch Award is the big award. So the Spark Award honors eligible social entrepreneurs, startup founders, and new businesses owners that cultivate the 3 C's of trust: character, culture, and community. These individuals are the future trusted marketplace who are creating businesses that will transform and enhance the communities they serve. They inspire all of us that are just getting started in business. So the criteria for this is BBB accreditation is not required. Community Mortgage right here, they've won twice now. They're not accredited, and actually last year they won the National Torch Award.
Oh, wow.
And so other notable businesses in the area that won the Torch Award last year: United Communications, Brackley Roofing. We have past winners in Roscoe Brown. So a lot of the big companies around town have won the Torch Award. Well, the Spark Award actually is for people who own the business who are under 35 or the business has been in business less than 3 years. So that's the Spark Award. And you can apply. You can email me at jprice@gobbb.org, and I can send you the link on how to apply for that. This is going to be in all of Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky, and then we'll have judges for that process along the way. For the Torch Award is for ethics and organizations, just like the Spark Award. Personal character. The Torch Award embodies BBB's mission of advancing marketplace trust. And to get this, the Torch Award is open for profit and 501c6 organizations of all sizes in Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. BBB accreditation is not required. For profit and 501c6 applicants must have a B rating or better with BBB. Organizations must have been in business for 3 years. All financial obligations must be met. Applicants are not eligible if they've received the Torch Award in the past 5 years, and government agencies are not eligible to submit an application. So that's just a kind of a wrap-up of the Spark and Torch Award. And like I said, then the Big Blue Bash in April is going to be the awards for this ceremony. And businesses now can actually sponsor tables and things at the Big Blue Bash. You can buy tickets. Again, jprice@gobbb.org. You can email me and ask me questions about any one of these things.
Sounds good. James Price of the Better Business Bureau joining us. Check out WGNSradio.com/listen to see where you can hear and watch your favorite shows live and on demand.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
It's time for a reading of this morning's death notices. Mr. Ronald Eugene Bell, age 77, passed away on January the 20th, survived by his father, Edwin Bell, his sister, Pat Howell, and a close friend, Marie Farrell. Ron was a United States Air Force veteran serving as a guided missile mechanic initially, and later, upon retirement, he was an airplane technician. Visitation for Ron will be Wednesday. That'll be today, January the 24th, from 11 a.m. until the time of funeral services beginning at 2 p.m. at Highland Heights Church of Christ in Smyrna. Burial with military honors will follow in Roselawn Memorial Gardens for Mr. Ronald